it's December 26th. This is Non-Monogamous Mark coming to you from my home office in Seattle, Washington. I'm just super excited to be here today, and I'm going to tell you about the 30-day challenge that I gave myself, and so we're going to get right on into that. Now, first part of my challenge is that for 30 days, I would take and do 3 different items each and every day, and I wanted to finish the year out with momentum going into the new year, so I didn't wait until January 1 or January 2 to start my 30-day challenge. I'm starting it here with you today. The first part of my challenge is that for 30 days, I'm going to make a video each and every day. It's going to be just done raw and put out there, so I'm going to post it just as I make it. Because typically, when I end up making a video that's 2 to 7 minutes long, it takes me 1 to 2 hours in editing time. And that got to be a situation where I just got bogged down in just trying to get the video edited and just having the time in my day to get that all done. And so it took the fun out of making the video. And so I'm just going to come to you every day, and I'm just going to talk to you for a little bit, and then I'm going to load that video up to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page and hope that you'll enjoy the results. You know, part of this comes from a college professor who wasn't one of mine, but he was an art professor, and he did a social experiment with his class at the end of the year when they were going to do their final exam. Well, he broke the whole class into 2 different groups. One group that all they had to do is this, as a group, just make the most perfect clay pot that they could possibly make. Now, they had some, guidelines as to how big and what kind of clay pot and things like that. But that group was just assigned the task to make the most perfect pot that they could possibly make. Now, the other group, they were assigned the task. They weren't given any quality distinctions that they had to shoot for or anything. They were just given the task that they just need to crank out as many clay pots as they possibly can. And at the end of the week, when the pots were all turned in, you know what group ended up actually creating the best pot? Was the group that had the task of creating the most pots possible. The group that had the task of turning in the best pot, the perfect pot, they spent all their time, instead of perfecting their craft and actually doing it, they spent all their time trying to figure out how to perfect the pot, and they just really didn't have as good of a pot as the other group. And so that's a lesson for me, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And so for the next 30 days, I'm going to make these videos, just raw footage. I'm going to put them out to you every day, and I hope that they'll inspire you with some of the message like this one here. I want to encourage you to do your own 30-day challenge as well, and come up with an item or 2 or 3 items that you challenge yourself for 30 days. So my first item is to make a video every day. The second item I'm challenging myself with is to go ahead and do some meditation for 15 minutes each and every day. Because I believe that meditation can help us to really get in touch with the greatness that is within us, our authentic self, and to allow that greatness and that authenticity to come out in our life. And so that's something that I want to do more of this year, is allowing the greatness that's within me to be able to just flow out from me and to flow out naturally. And that obviously will come across in these videos that I make for you as well, and also the training programs that I put together for you. And so I'm just going to take and set a goal for myself and challenge myself each and every day to spend 15 minutes in meditation. Now, the third part of my challenge then is that every single day I'm going to read 15 minutes from a book that I haven't read before. My goal this next year is to read 12 books throughout the course of the year. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but I don't read very many books throughout the course of a year typically. A couple, but not very many. Maybe 3, 4, or 5 at the most. And so my goal for next year is to read a book a month, which will be 12 books. I'm still listening to my audiobooks, and I've got lots of other things that I read, articles and what have you I read. But to read a whole book, well, I'm going to read 12 whole books this next year. And I'm going to get started here with this 30-day challenge by just making it so that every day I challenge myself to take just 15 minutes, that's all, 15 minutes, sit down and read a book that I've never read before. Because it's so important to me to be feeding my mind. with all of the things that I want to do and bring into my own life for my own self-improvement and my own development, personal development, but also to be able to feed my mind with the knowledge that's going to help us to build the businesses that we're doing and building, but also then to feed my mind with the knowledge that'll help to stretch and exercise your mental muscle, so I actually have some things that you want to hear and listen to. And so I hope that you enjoyed learning about my 30-day challenge, and I hope that you'll take up the challenge for yourself. Don't wait until the new year or anything like that. I don't usually like New Year's resolutions, but take up this challenge, 30 days, challenging yourself in 1, 2, or 3 items that'll help you to get rolling into the new year with some momentum and finish this year out strong. So thanks a lot, and if you want to know more about ECNM Lifestyles, go ahead and click on that link, and I appreciate your being here.